Lance Hall here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Happy to welcome Kyle, guitarist for Dark Station, to the program today. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Lance?
I am doing excellent. New album about to come out. You're shooting for like an October release, correct?
Yeah. We don't have an exact date set right now, but we're looking at the month of October. Nice. So as soon as we get that date set, we'll let everybody know.
Cool. I like to pretend, let's pretend that it's out, and let's pretend I'm a new person to the band. I've gone to the music store, I'm looking for some music, flipping through the D's, I've gone past the Danko Jones, now into Dark Station. Tell me a little bit about the band name. This is the first thing that kind of intrigues me.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've been asked this question before, and I wish I had a better story, but the band name, we just thought it sounded cool. So
there you go.
That's where it came from. You know, I think it might evolve as the band grows and evolves musically. We might come up with something as far as like what Dark Station actually is, and maybe tie in a story to it a little bit. Yeah. We'll see how it evolves.
Okay. Then I see the title of the album is called Down in the Dark. Is there any kind of story behind that?
Once again, we just thought it sounded cool.
Sounded cool. All right.
Yeah.
I haven't, now, for the cover art, is it the picture of the figure in the woods, or is that just something you put out with the latest single? Or is that the cover of the album?
That's going to be the cover of the album. It's going to be a different shade, though. So each single, it's the same album cover, but we've got a different shade on it. We've got, yellow and green and blue. The actual album cover is going to be kind of a red shade with the same cover. Any
kind of story behind the cover, or just that it looked cool?
Just a friend of ours. We worked with him. We definitely wanted something that fit the dark theme of everything, and it's kind of, I guess, a little apocalyptic. You got a single guy walking through the woods here, and it's kind of desolate, and maybe it's been charred or on fire or something. That's kind of what we were going for, and so that's what it created.
Kind of a little bit along that movie The Road. Have you seen that one?
I've not seen that, no.
That's a great flick. You should check it out. Highly recommend
it. Yeah.
So you guys are from Orange City, California. What's the Orange County, California. What's the scene like out there? A lot of healthy competition, or cutthroat, or how is it?
Oh man, like this is like, so Orange County is just south of Los Angeles, for people that don't know.
Yeah.
And it's all, this is pretty much the center of the universe as far as the music world's concerned. So yeah, competition-wise, like, everybody out here is in a band pretty much, So there's tons of competition, but the music world's a global market, so we don't really just consider ourselves, as just the local competition here. We try to put our music out to a global audience and think of ourselves like that.
Sure. Now, did I read you all had actually played together in a band once, then you kind of all went separate ways, and then you all sort of reconvened with this?
Yeah, that's kind of how it worked. So I played with most of these guys in, it was like 2012 to 2015 in a band. I left, joined another band. These guys continued on. They got our current singer, Nathan. I left my band in 2018, and these guys were looking to do something a little different. And they wrote a song. They played it for me. I said, hey, if this is the kind of stuff you guys want to do, I'm in. And it's actually a song that's going to be on the record called Misery.
Nice.
So that was the first song that was kind of created to start this whole thing off.
Yeah. How was the writing process beyond that? Did everybody sort of contribute, or did like Nathan do lyrics and you do music, or everybody bring something to the table?
Yeah, so mostly it was myself and our producer, Gus Crines, who laid out all the music. And then we would bring in Nathan, and he did all of his vocal melodies and lyrics. So it was the combination of us three was the vast majority of the writing.
Yeah. I love the sound. I was reading you drew inspiration from 90s and early 2000s, which really, if you stop and think of it, I'm sort of an old fart. When I think of classic rock, I think of like Zeppelin and Free and The Who. But really, if you go back to the early 90s, that's you guys' classic rock.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, at this point, you hear a lot of like, Nirvana and Metallica on classic rock stations now.
Yeah, yeah. It takes a little getting used to for us older guys, but it's cool. It's good. It's a nice blend. Just reminds me of how long in tooth I'm getting.
Right.
You guys have put out 3 videos. I wanted to sort of spotlight each video and ask you a couple of questions. First one was Heroes. I know what I wanted to ask you about the videos in the first place. You shot them in North Carolina, correct?
Well, we shot 2 of them in North Carolina, 1 of them in L.A.
Okay.
So Heroes and No Life were shot in North Carolina, and Obvious was shot in L.A.
So how did you guys come up with shooting on being from California, shooting the videos in North Carolina?
So our director, Erez Bader, has connections in North Carolina.
Okay.
To make everything cheaper for us.
Okay.
So we're not, we're not on a label. We're totally self-funded.
Right.
So anytime we can, cut some costs, that's the route we went with. It's super expensive to do anything in LA.
Yeah.
Live, film, whatever.
Yeah.
You name it. It's more expensive than pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. First video was Heroes. I like the audience in the theater. Were those friends of the band or people that you ended up recruiting for the video, or?
Yeah, that was all people just from the production team that they gathered. So I don't know any of them.
Nice. I got to admit, when I first saw the title Heroes, I thought it was going to be a Bowie cover, but.
Oh yeah.
The other thing I liked was the Chernobyl reference in the beginning. How'd you guys come up with that? That was interesting.
Yeah. Once again, it's kind of like I said with the album cover. Some of the songs, especially Heroes, was kind of a post-apocalyptic theme a little bit,
Yeah.
So we wanted something like that Chernobyl disaster to kind of fill in that bridge part. I think it fit well with that.
Yeah. A great tune. And then you did Obvious. Nathan obviously isn't afraid of spiders.
Right. Yeah. I was not going to touch that thing, but yeah. Nathan still got it. He took it home with him.
Yeah. And that song, I thought, which is my note here, says freaking heavy. That is a heavy ass riff and song. Really like that one.
Yeah. Thank you.
The other part in there's one small snippet. I was trying to see who it was. I was assuming it was Nathan, but I wasn't positive. Where they kind of laid out horizontally playing some keyboards. Was that sort of a Nine Inch Nails Closer reference from that video?
You got it. So when we were talking about making the video, I wanted to make a combination of the Nine Inch Nails Closer video and the Perfect Circle of Judith.
Okay.
Video.
Okay.
And also, I don't know if you've seen the Nicolas Cage movie Mandy.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of an indie cult film. But the lighting, kind of that red and lighting that we used a lot.
Yeah.
It was kind of an inspiration from that too. So
cool.
That's what we were going for, and I think we nailed it.
Yeah, definitely. And then your latest video for No Life, really good. Little change of pace on the song wise. I love Nathan's vocal on it, and that line, "Sometimes devils and angels dance," into that guitar solo. Is that you that does the solo on that song?
Yeah. That's
freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, that one really hits in the feels for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. Tell us a little bit about the story behind that video, because you guys are involved with some of the like I was reading mental health issues and stuff like that. So give us a little bit of background on No Life and the band and where you guys all stand with all that stuff.
Yeah, so our singer wrote all the lyrics for that, and it kind of came from a personal spot from him because he had one of his good friends died from an overdose in 2015. He's had some drug issues himself before, so it was a real personal song for him. Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
good stuff. The other part I loved in that video was the girl sitting on that sweet blue Chevy Cavalier station wagon. Where'd you guys dig that one up? Was that just something that happened to be there?
That was in North Carolina, so yeah, somebody had that.
Great touch.
Right. Yeah.
So, very cool. I want to do a little word association with you, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything. I'm just trying to maybe have a little fun or get people to know the band a little. And like a couple of words. Give us what comes to mind when I give each band member's name. So we got Nathan on vocals. How would you describe him in like a word or two?
Nerd.
Okay.
He's a nerd.
How about David on guitar?
David?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know.
You want to come back to him?
I'll have to come back to that one, yeah.
All right. Eric on bass.
Eric's a loose cannon.
Okay.
You never know with him. He's all over the place.
They say that about bass players.
Yeah.
How about your drummer, Dylan?
Dylan's rock solid.
Yeah.
He's a great drummer, and he's a great dude.
Cool. Should we go back to David on guitar?
David is unmemorable.
How about you? How would you describe yourself in a word or two?
I'm the puppet master. I'm the one controlling it.
Oh, okay. I wanted to pass along one thing. I don't know if you ever read on YouTube where you guys posted the Heroes video. There's a girl that commented. I can't remember her name, and I didn't write it down because I sort of wanted to protect the innocent here. She talked about how she loved the song, and she described your drummer, Dylan, as yummy.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that? Okay.
Yeah.
So, growing up, you did your first show like around 16. I think it was at an Elks Lodge. Did you know then this was where you wanted to be? Was this where you were striving to be, or was it just something you were doing to I guess everybody starts to play guitar and get in a band to pick up girls, but, was the goal to get where you're at now?
Yeah, I mean, so that was all of our goals, back when we were 16. I think the difference is I just never stopped, A lot of people, once they hit their early 20s or so, they start getting married, buying houses, getting jobs, doing all that stuff. They're not in the band anymore. But once all my friends did that, I was like, hey, I kind of still want to do this band thing. So I backed up.
Cool. Talking to Kyle, guitarist for Dark Station here on Let's Discuss with Lance Hall, their album Down in the Dark coming out in October. You said you guys are all self-promoted, self-produced, right? So that you're not on any label yet? Oop, did I lose you?
Oh, I'm still here.
Okay. So you say you're not signed yet?
No label. We're all independent.
Okay. So you'd want to go to www.darkstationband.com, follow you guys on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff to keep up with things.
You got it. We're everywhere.
Any touring plans?
We're working on that right now. We'll probably try to do some regional stuff, some West Coast stuff this year sometime, maybe October, November, December. And then next year I want to be on the road more than not, so
yeah.
That's the plan for now.
If you could hook up with another act and do it like a North American tour, who would your dream tour be with?
Oh boy. At this level, we'll take anything we can get. We're brand new. But if we're talking down the road,
right?
I think Deftones would be good.
Yeah.
I think Bring Me the Horizon would be good. Yeah, those would be two of the top ones, I think.
Yeah, very, very cool. Now, you've released 3 videos. Do you have any others in the can, or I know a lot of people just do like 3 or 4. Do you have any others coming out, or is this going to be it?
Yep, we've got one more we're going to release before the album.
Nice.
Right now I'm looking at probably the first week of September.
Okay.
We got to wait till we get the video back to make sure, but yeah, it should be out the first week of September. That's the song going to be called Villain.
Nice.
And that'll be our last single before the album comes out.
Nice. Looking forward to that. I always like to wind my interviews up with just some fun questions. I'm hoping these are questions you've never been asked before. Sound good?
Sure.
Favorite toy growing up as a child?
Ooh, favorite toy. I mean, I played a lot of video games when I was a kid, so
okay.
let's go with the Nintendo.
Sounds good. If you could go back in time and eat one of your mom's home-cooked meals from your childhood, what would you pick?
Let's see. She always made this really good, it's like a spicy macaroni and cheese dish. I don't know what it was, but anytime she made that, it was cool. It was always great.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Go-to karaoke song.
Oh boy, I can't sing, so yeah, that's not for me.
Whatever color, right? Favorite.
That's why I play guitar.
All right. Favorite go-to karaoke guitar song then.
Oh man, air guitar. Let's see.
Yeah.
What's a fun air guitar song? See, it's gonna have to be something 80s. A lot of 80s guitar is fun.
Yeah.
Let's go with Livewire, Motley Crue.
Nice. Very good. Favorite old school wrestler.
Oh, I loved wrestling as a kid. Ultimate Warrior was my favorite when I was a kid.
There you go. And this is my last one. This is the one we have the most fun with. And I'll tell you, I was asking this before all these biopics came out, Bohemian Rhapsody and all that stuff. I was asking this long before that. If they were to make a movie of your life, what actor would you have play you in the movie? And it's your movie, your life. You can pick anybody you want.
Yep. I've heard people say I kind of look like Brendan Fraser, but I think he's kind of went off the rails lately, so I wouldn't want that right now.
Right.
let's say Brendan Fraser in the 90s.
Okay, yeah, there we go. 90s, around the time of Airheads, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, last question. What makes a great guitarist?
Feel. I would say feel.
Feel?
You gotta feel it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Kyle of Dark Station, guitarist for Dark Station. Once again, the album coming out sometime in October. It's called Down in the Dark. You can check out the videos for Heroes, Obvious, and No Life on YouTube and everywhere else. The band is all over social media. Also, www.darkstationband.com. We'll look for that next video coming out in September for Villains. Sounds very, very cool. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. Good luck going forward with the band, Kyle.
Awesome. Thanks, Lance.
Take care.
All right, see you.
Bye-bye.